Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Presented by Carolina Lightweights. Come get with us. When the action begins in the studio, our referees for tonight's event are Elgato Azul and Carolina Real Streamers. For the viewers in attendance and Facebook and YouTube users around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the Elgato Azul TV studio in Louisville, Texas, it's time! What's up, slime lovers? Welcome to the Slime Show, baby.
What's up?
Tonight we're going to have some special guests on. We got Greg Mays back this week. He was supposed to be on last week, but he wasn't feeling well. We got Ricky Garza, the record breaker from South Texas on. And we got my partner in slime down below me tonight. Mr. James Dunn is back. He was
What's up?
Mama's birthday party.
Got to take care of Mama, brother.
That's right.
Welcome in, guys. How's it going?
I'm doing great, guys. How about you all? You doing good?
Doing real good on my side. Well, I could do better. I could be doing better. I fished today. It didn't go well.
Doing pretty good over here. Just enjoying the Alabama rain.
Hey, if you get out fishing, dude, I think that's pretty damn well already.
Hey, it beats work.
Yeah,
So,
That's right.
Lucky. I'll be going bait
we
fishing.
caught
tomorrow.
18 eaters, but we weren't there for eaters. We went big. We couldn't make it happen. So.
Hey, go big or go home, right?
That's right. We had one big one hooked up. He Houdini'd us. So.
That's the way it is. If it was easy, it would be done by everybody.
That's right. Yeah, some days it's very hard. That was today for us. So, Greg's out of here. Later, Greg. It was nice having you on. Well, boys, let's run down the list, see who all's in here tonight. We got the famous lad brother, flathead hunter, Brandon. Welcome in, Brandon. Let's get you back on the let's get you on the show soon, buddy. Got that boat fixed finally. Should be out there busting some flatheads. We got Richard Gadget Green. Welcome in, Richard. We got the King of Tennessee, Micah Burkhart. Welcome in, Micah.
What's say, Mike?
We got Bruce Journey. What's up, Bruce? We got Chuck Watkins, Mr. Bite Light himself. What's up, Chuck? We got Jason Witt. What's up, Jason? We got Corey Whaley. What's up, buddy? We got our Eagle Eyes Tienda. That's our Operation Vets with Nets Texas captain. Welcome in, Juan. We got my boy Killer B, Bill from Killer B Outdoors. He's another police officer buddy of mine. What's up, Billy boy? I went to Texoma today. Got my tail handed to me.
What in the world, brother?
Yeah, it happens. We caught eaters. I mean, we got 18 eaters, but that's not what we went for. We got, let's see here. We got Danny Weldon. What's up, Dan?
What's going on, Danny?
We got 351 Cleveland. What's up, buddy? We got Randy Bible. Welcome in, Randy. We got Jonathan Elmore. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing, buddy? We got Matt Mosley. That was my fishing partner today. We needed something. We needed something we didn't have. I don't know. I think his name's Action Jackson. We got Francisco Aguirre. What's up, Francisco? We got Cecilio Hinojosa.
Hey,
what's up, buddy?
What's up, Cecilio? That's my partner down Falcon Lake, too.
All right. We got
What's
the
going on,
Falcon
buddy?
Lake crew in the house tonight. Tommy Powles, welcome in, Tommy. How you doing, man? Welcome, everybody, to the Slime Show. So, for those that don't know, Ricky, we'll start you off. Tell us a little bit about yourself, what you do for a living, your fishing story. Let everybody know who you are if they don't know you already.
Yeah, I live over in Zapata, Texas. That's way down in South Texas. I've only fished Falcon Lake. That's where I was born fishing, and that's what I do. I love fishing. I've been fishing my entire life. I currently work with the sheriff's department. I'm a sheriff deputy with the department, and I've been here all my life, brother. I fished Falcon Lake all my life.
You got Falcon dialed in. That lake didn't get a whole lot of pressure. Am I pretty correct on that?
Well,
As
there's
far as
pressure.
catfish.
Yeah, there's always pressure. We have a lot of commercial fishing on the Mexican side, border to Mexico, US.
Are
And
they
they're
allowed
always-
on the Texas side?
No, they're not.
Okay. Do they have what?
But they still come over to the Texas side and lay their nets at nighttime. And
I've seen
so
Lone Star Law on whatever channel that is, and they were down there checking people running nets.
so it's pressured, but not a lot of catfishing fishermen out here doing it. Just a few
That's
of us
known
doing
for
it.
bass, right?
Bass at one point it was a very good lake. Right now they're having a lot of issues catching them. They seem to have decreased in
The water level, does that mess it up?
always, bro. It's always fluctuating. It's always below level, and it's always fluctuating. It's sometimes high, sometimes low. Right now we got a drop on the lake, and it's dropping quickly. Like
I know when I was a bass angler back, hell, it's been since the 90s, but they were saying Falcon Lake they were hoping that it might produce a world record bass at the time. It was that good of a lake.
It was, it still is. You catch, I mean, if you know what you're doing out there, you'll catch some big bass. It's gotten a little, not as popular as it was before. Back in 2010, it was a very good lake for bass fishing. I would bass fish.
Did it get real low or something? Didn't it get
did
real
get
low?
low.
Y'all had a fish die off, or
It got really low. I think that's what really caused the problem. It got really low, and then it started decreasing. The fish production just went down. Yeah. So it's all about catfishing now.
Yeah, it looks like that lake's on an uptick for the catfish. Is that probably just because you got them figured out now and they've always been there, or?
They've always been there. I've heard stories back, older fishermen catching a lot of jug lines and trout lines and stuff.
I talked to an old timer that's a bass guy, and he's like, "Man, we go down there, and the place we stay at is like a bass. It's for bass fishermen." He's like, "But some of the locals there were showing us catfish pictures of 100-pounders," and I'm like, I don't know
about 100 pounds
that, but
my grandfather.
They said they were catching them out of nets. They were netting them.
Maybe them Mexican fishermen are doing it.
Yeah, that's who it was. They were immigrant guys that I guess had worked at that. I don't know if they stayed, because it's dangerous on the.
It ain't as bad as everybody makes it seem. I've never had issues with nobody. As long as you fish daytime, you'll be all right. And if you're at night out there, don't go too far out.
Yeah.
Just stay within your limits. Stay on your side, and you'll be all right.
It looks like you've been doing good. Looks like you've been catching some good fish.
I've been doing pretty good. I've been blessed.
Yeah, you've been pretty consistent.
Yeah. Up until this weekend, we got hammered by little fish, but in Garza.
That's that time of year in Texas, man.
Oh yeah.
So we also got Greg Mays on the show. For those that don't know Greg, he's another one of our Carolina Lake Weights team members. He's one of me and Jamie's team members over at SmackDown Catfishing.
Hey, I appreciate you guys. I'm glad to be here.
Greg, for those that don't know you, let's hear a little bit about you and your story.
Well, I'm originally from West Central Georgia, around the Pine Mountain, Georgia area. And I lived there for 28 years and I started doing small catfish tournaments, and, it just started growing, and one sponsor led to another one. And making the trips up here to the Tennessee River. And I said, you know what? It's time to make a change. Let's pack our bags and see about finding us a home up here. So I've been up here this September will be 2 years.
I hear more guys wanting to move to Alabama for those fish.
Oh yeah. I mean, from where I'm at, I can be on Lake Gunnersville in less than 10 minutes. I can have my boat in the water.
Who did your reproduction there of that big fish hanging up on the wall?
I can't remember the company's name, but they are out of Cape Canaveral, Florida. That was
Okay.
That fish has got a lot of memories behind it. That was my first big one. That one weighed 72 pounds, and I think it was 52 inches long with a 36.5-inch girth.
I like that number, 72.5
Yeah.
is my son's lake record here.
Right now, my PB on the Mississippi is 77, and hopefully one day, just like everybody, we want to hit that double digit.
Oh, man. So
it.
we all.
100 pound is what we want.
Man, those are hard to come by here. Guys like, you're going to have to travel to get that. I'm like, we got a lake that's got a few.
You know, the way I see it, you're going to catch a lot of 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s and 70s before you get to that big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ricky, he's been upticking his PB, I don't know, three times, I think, this year already. So you landed on recently? 62?
Yeah, 62 pounder. That's the current lake record. Yeah.
Current lake record, 62. So what was the record before that?
60 pounds.
60. What year was that one caught in, you know?
I believe it was back in 2012. Caught on a chicken liver.
I bet you break that. I bet you break that again pretty soon.
Well, I mean, we've been pretty consistent catching decent fish. We've caught a bunch of 50s, 60s, 40s, 30s.
Caught one out of the river with your buddy, right? That's record class. How big was that one?
60.
60.
We got a 60 pounder. After that 62, we got another 60 upriver.
And that was what, early spring you caught the one in the river?
Early spring, yes, sir.
Yeah, if you'd have caught that one late winter, boy, that thing would have been that would have been fat.
Been a good one.
Well, it was fat. It was very fat, actually. It was a fat fish. But yeah.
Ricky, I saw that it wasn't too long ago you done a little movie star. So you tell us a little bit about the show and stuff, my friend.
I haven't even seen the show. It already aired on the local channels, but I haven't seen it. It was fun. It was an experience. We had a tough day, but we managed to land some good fish, and it turned out real good. I'm excited for it. It's gonna air on the Pursuit channel nationwide, so
nice.
It'll be fun. I'm excited. My family's excited. Something new for Zapata and Falcon Lake, brother. Everything came out. Matt Cass, Carolina Lakeways, Dill's Tackles Hook. We put it out there, guys. We put it out there, so it should be fun.
Well,
it should be exciting.
I tell you, man, I saw a couple of the clips, the little video clip, or pictures and stuff. It really looked like y'all had a good time. It looked like y'all did catch some good fish.
We caught some good fish. We got some nice drone footage. It was nice. It's good. It should be a nice show.
When you had them on the boat, were you nervous about doing good?
Oh man, you don't have no idea. I'm always nervous,
I do know.
I bring new people every time. Every weekend there's new people, and it's it's always the nervous feeling. But once you break that fish and you catch the first one, it's all downhill.
Yeah,
just
gotta get that first good one, man.
Yeah,
Chris, I know we got some real top-notch fishermen on our team, and now we got movie stars on our team.
I don't know about a movie star, but hey, I'll take it.
Definitely,
good
man.
Good advertisement for my guiding business. So I'm
yeah,
trying to push
definitely.
It. I'm trying to push it more and more.
That brings the spotlight to you, especially that, but also catching that record. That's always good for a guide.
Yep.
Yeah. I had a bunch of calls after that. We started getting more calls after that record fish. It turned out pretty good. And right afterwards, after that fish, I got called for that show. So they made it happen.
Well, I definitely, man, give us all a heads up when you find out the dates and the time when that's going to come out. I know I'm excited. I can't wait to see it. I know it's going to be a good show.
It should be. It should be anywhere. Probably June, July, when it's gonna air out.
We'll definitely have to check that out.
It should be fun. It was fun. It was a good experience.
So for anybody that's down in South Texas, want to go catch some big catfish? Well, our big fish season's rapidly coming to an end. But Ricky, tell us your guide service. Do you have a website?
We do have a website. I don't know. Can't see it right here.
There it is.
Yeah, let me move out of the way. Yeah, it's all right here. You know, I'll put it up in the comments right now. We have a website. We're on Facebook. You know, we're trying to get out there more and more. You know, it's kind of tough because it's South Texas. Not a lot of people know about Falcon Lake, and people have a bad picture about Falcon Lake. You know, people are afraid to come over here for some reason. But it's not bad. It's not bad as everybody thinks it is. It's a good lake, and there's some big catfish to be caught. Some big catfish.
Ricky, when does the spawn usually start?
It already started. I caught the last big catfish was all beat up, and you know, I think it's spawn time. You know, it's
Chris. I know we were just doing a show on that. And I believe things are starting to kick in gear for the spawn now.
Water was 72 today. Threadfin were spawning up shallow. It's you can catch, probably still get one, but I believe the biggest, baddest ones have moved in real close to where they plan on spawning.
Oh, I was fishing on the Chattahoochee River a couple of weeks ago, and if I'm not mistaken, the water temp was around 65, 66. And that was in Georgia.
There was water temperature 82 yesterday here.
Oh, dude. They're on full spawn there.
Yeah, they're done. Yeah, they're done. That fish I caught was Saturday, and I grinded for that 33-pounder, and we hooked up and made my trip. Clients were happy. It was amazing for them, but that was the only fish. We caught a lot of small ones, but that was the biggest fish we caught, and it was a grinder. Had bite marks. It was all beat up. And Sunday it was even slower. So I think it's full blown spawn time.
Yeah. I agree with that.
It won't be long. We'll be hitting the 70s here on the water real soon.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be afraid to say if I'm headed down to Santee Cooper for a tournament this coming weekend. It wouldn't be afraid to say if it's not in the high 60s now, probably getting ready to hit 70 shortly.
Charles Violet said, Greg, that boat looks good. I'd have to agree, Greg. Wish I had downloaded some pics of that thing, man.
I'll have to get some sent over to you, man. That was a small little journey with that boat. Me and Tony Ramsey, you know, he fishes for Team SmackDown, and we made a trip all the way to Michigan.
It looks good. You got it rigged up right.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, Stacy was SmackDown catfishing, man. He did a awesome job on the live well, top notch.
Yeah, he's an excellent fabricator. Just
he is
scientist.
You give that man a welder, he can build anything.
I tell you, he's been doing a lot of work on live wells and stuff. I've been seeing a lot of posts. I've been seeing even the rod holders, the bank. I mean, man, he's wide open right now.
Oh, I know. I think he's trying to I'm not sure. I'll have to check with Peter. But I think they're going to have a website where you can actually order a live well. You just put whatever size live well.
Yeah, they're in there. They got it on there now. I think they put it on there a week or two ago.
And that's going to be booming. He's going to have orders coming in one right after another.
Richard Green says we need more Mad Cats and Carolina Lake Weights dealers in Texas. I get calls all the time where to find them. There's one in Louisville, Fish On Marine Electronics. This is my boy Voskin's shop. Top-notch dude. Takes awesome care of me and all my people. You got any type of installations for trolling motors, electronics, lights, he can do it, and at a high level. And he's also got Carolina Lake Weights, Mad Cats, So,
And
local
guys,
to me, Fish on Marine Electronics has got it.
and also while we're on that subject, if y'all guys know of any stores that are looking, let us know and we'll get them taken care of ASAP. So definitely let us know so we can get everybody taken care of down there.
I think Tawakoni Marina has them too, right, Jamie? They're at Lake Tawakoni.
Yep.
They carry all that stuff too, quite a bit of it anyway.
I think we're getting some stuff down in South Texas, aren't we?
We have contacted them. I haven't, we sent them all the information, so I'm hoping that will go through very soon. So we did get them all the information they needed, so hopefully that'll go through very soon.
They're excited for this. They're super excited for that. It's
nice. We're real excited about expanding even more. So definitely, if y'all guys know of anywhere, let us know. We'll take care of them.
Greg Moen says, or Randy Moen says, Greg, you need to make sure that water isn't that warm. I'm coming.
Come on with it, Randy. I'm ready, man. Yeah, Randy's all the way up in somewhere up in Illinois.
Catfish Dan, what's up, buddy? Welcome in. Jeff Martin, my hometown boy. He fished Texoma today too.
Well, guys, what do you think the biggest fish is going to come out of Wheeler for the Sea Arc Invitation?
Oh man,
I'm going to say it's going to be in the upper 80s.
Upper 80s.
I'd agree with that. I'll say 84.
I'm gonna say mid 70s.
Yeah, because I've seen some pictures already of some of the guys that and I've seen some good fish already being caught. So,
all right, what do y'all think? What do y'all think the biggest bag is going to be on the 3-fish limit?
3-fish limit, I'm going to be probably up around 170.
170. I'm going to say it's going to be probably upper 180s.
So you got to have 2 overs and an under, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to have. You basically get 2 unlimited and 1 under 30.
Is it 30 or 32?
So a 11-pounder or under. I'm going to go with. What was y'all's guess?
170.
Mid 180s.
180.
180.
So you think they're going to catch 2? Well, that's impossible. All right, here's my guess. I'm going to say they catch 84 is big fish, and I'll say the biggest bag is going to have probably the big fish, plus let's go with a 70 as the second biggest fish. So that's 60, 154 plus, a 30-inch fish is only 11 pounds. So
we are talking about Wheeler, though.
154. I'll go with 164 for the 3-fish bag.
We're close. We're right there together, brother. 170, 164, 180.
But yeah, SmackDown's going to be Stacy's going to be fishing the Sea Arc tournament, and Peter's going to be flying in Friday afternoon in Huntsville. I've got to go pick him up. I've got some of the new SmackDown products here at the house. We're going to be doing some demos out there at Ingalls Harbor, and I'm also going to have a bunch of the SmackDown rod holders.
Nice.
There you go.
So
SmackDown's got
those who don't know, Greg, he's pro-staffed over at SmackDown. We're all teammates over there. Greg, you also keep a little store at the house, don't you? That's what Stacy told me. He's like,
the SmackDown outpost over here in North Alabama. So we keep stocked up on the SmackDown rod holders. I told Charles with Meat Hunter rods that I need to start carrying some of the Meat Hunter rods over here. And I think
probably need to carry some Carolina lightweights too.
Yeah, I need me one of them new baitboard holders too. I meant to pick one up in Alabama and forgot about it.
That's actually multi-bar.
Yeah.
That dropped, I think, yesterday.
Yeah, we had Colton's new bracket, but have you seen that new quick detachment?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that thing's slick.
They had one in Alabama. I meant to grab it.
I gotta have one. Luckily,
how does Miss Rebecca like that new blue and pink SmackDown skipjack rod?
She likes that, man. She likes it.
Good.
Yeah.
I tell you, we sold quite a few of them at the Gadsden show, and when we were getting ready to kind of wrap it up for the weekend, I told Peter, I'm gonna take all these rods, put them back in the truck, bring them back to the house because he didn't have room to make that trip all the way, back to his house. So on my way out the door, I sold 3.
Nice.
The only person walking around with a handful of pink rods.
I bet Rebecca's got one.
Oh, she does.
Got one of every color.
She loves her skipjack rods. She loves them bait rods.
But yeah, we're looking forward to coming up to I think it's Owensboro, Kentucky, the fishing show. They're also going to have a big tournament up there, and we'll be showcasing my boat, and we'll also be selling the SmackDown product. So on May the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, y'all come check us out in Owensboro, the Fishing Expo. And if you're going to be fishing the tournament and you need some rod holders, y'all come see us.
Ricky, I noticed you've got some new sponsors. Who all you rocking besides Carolina Lakeweights these days?
Who you asking me?
Yeah.
Whisker Fishing and Dell's Tackle.
So Whisker Fishing, that's a new one for you, right? That's
that's my newest.
That's Lake Tawakoni. Yeah. That's Tawakoni. That's a Lake Tawakoni guide.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the newest. Yeah, he's James Evans, the owner.
Yeah, he's got some good looking gear.
Yeah, I like it, bro. It's nice. It's nice. He's coming up with some good apparel. So far, I like it.
He's been friendly to me. He's well known in our catfish world here in Texas.
Good guy, brother. He's a good guy.
Chuck Watkins says water here is in the 60s. Well, Chuck, that's pre-spawn. That's good fishing, man. Go get you a giant.
It's giant temperature right there.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, I'm hoping that we can catch some of that here this weekend on Santee. So we're looking for a good. We got a 3 fish this weekend. With two man, you can catch 3 biggest fish. So it's gonna be a long tournament down there from 7 to 6 this weekend on Santee.
Oh man, y'all are gonna be grinding.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing all kinds of stuff down there.
You better have game plan A, B, C, D, E.
We've already got it wrote down.
That's one lake I haven't fished on is Santee Cooper.
Well, I tell you, man, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of nice fish down there. We've had like 3 or 4 tournaments where 100 pounds was broke in the tournaments. The last one with, I believe, last month, 96 or was it 95 or 96 pounds was caught down there.
Nice.
So hopefully we can do something like that this weekend. Goodness.
Dan, I got to show off your rod here, buddy. This is my old RS net.
Y'all get ready for the new SmackDown net.
I got a brand new RS net they just sent me. But this is Dan's rod. He won.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty.
Real pretty.
That Blue Panther, I mean, my color's green, but man, I've had a lot of guys say, man, that blue looks good. Congrats, Dan. You need to come get this thing, man, before I put it into service.
It won't be long. Chris will put it in service, I promise you.
So let's see.
Ricky,
Man,
what?
says Dry Lakes Tackling Granbury has mad cats. Yeah, there's more places carrying that stuff now.
Ricky, what kind of plans? What you got coming up, my friend?
Well, just keep fishing. We gotta change that pattern up. We'll probably start targeting gar more than catfish daytime. When this happens to me over here when it gets really hot, we do a lot of gar fishing. At nighttime, we get some nice catfish at nighttime.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's my favorite time to fish.
Daytime gar are all over Falcon Lake.
I'd like to come down there and catch some gar with you on rod and reel.
Anytime you guys want to come down, and we'll set it up. There's plenty of them going around.
I'll bring the Texas Tornado. We can get him hooked up and put it back in the rod holder, can't we?
Yeah, hell yeah, we should.
Yeah,
we can do it.
I'll bring the 2.0 Big Game Pro.
There you go.
Y'all know about the Big Game Pro now. That's a bad rod.
I know myself. I'm ready to see some of the pictures. I know we're working on something for gar season down there. We're working on a little something for y'all guys. I'm gonna
There you go.
Get Chris and some of you to test some stuff out. But you know, I'm anxious to see some of the pictures of the gar y'all catching down there.
Yeah, we've been catching some small ones, but the big ones are gonna start showing up shallow, and they're gonna start moving, and we'll start catching them. They're not out ready yet, but they'll be, once that water stays in the 80s, they'll be rolling all over the place. We'll be catching them.
Well, I'm gonna throw a little hint on the screen right there.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I've caught some monsters on that exact setup. I know it works.
Oh yeah.
Kevin, what's up, buddy? Welcome in, man.
Kevin, what's up, man?
Hey, that's another one of your sponsors, right, Greg?
Yes, sir.
Give Kevin a shout. Tell everybody about Kevin.
Hey,
We had Kevin on the show.
Y'all check out Monster Catfishing Terminal Tackle. Kevin's got some awesome stuff out. Got some new hooks coming out too. Y'all go give him a shout and use my promo code Bays10.
Kevin, we need to partner up with Carolina Lake Weights, baby. Come on.
I think Kevin's going to be coming to Owensboro to hang out with us.
Oh, nice. That'll be a good time.
Yes. Greg, when is that show?
It's the Fishing Expo and the Catfish Tournament. I think it's in Owensboro, Kentucky. It's going to be May the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Nice.
So, I mean, they're going, from what Kevin was telling me, they're going to have the boats come inside the venue and weigh in by the stage. So there's going to be a lot of people.
Nice. Hey, man, that's going to be doing it professionally right there, brother.
And if anybody needs a live well built, they can see mine and talk to Stacy, because Stacy's going to be there. The whole SmackDown family will be there to answer any questions anybody has.
And you know what I like, man, is catfishing is getting that point. Just like bass fishing, you know, a lot of, I believe you're going to start seeing a lot of that. You know, boats pulling into these nice buildings, you know, the big stage set up. You know, I believe you're going to start seeing a lot of more of that. And that is excellent.
You know,
I've been seeing that down in South Texas over here. I've been more and more catfishing boats coming by and checking it out and trying it out. Yeah.
Ricky, do you fish any tournaments, or you're pretty well, you know, you just do your thing, guiding and?
Yeah, there's really not any tournaments down here. So I've never tried a tournament. I would love to one day. But no, I just pretty much guide and locally fish here. This is my lake, brother. This is where I grew up, and I fish here every time all I have to do is cross the highway, and I'm launching my boat, man. It's pretty much my
You
backyard.
got it dialed in, no doubt.
Ricky, what kind of graphs are you using?
A what?
What kind of electronics are you using?
I run a Lowrance HPS 12. Yeah, that's all I use.
Nice.
With a side
Humminbird.
Garmin.
My installer's trying to sell me a new one last time I went in there a couple of days ago. He's like, there's a $500 discount rebate. I'm like, dang.
There's
My
always rebates on those things.
well,
Yeah. What kind of setup do you have, Ricky, for the ones that might not know? I don't, I'm pretty sure you've got some excellent setups going on.
I run a G3 Sportsman 21, a boat with some multi-bars on it, and I run all Mad Cats and Abu Garcia reels, man. That's my go-to, and they're smooth casting. I love them, bro. And well, I do have some Mad Cats reels, and they're turning out pretty good too. And that's my setup, bro.
Nice. I see a lot of pictures of you, your family fishing together. Hey,
Yeah.
brother, I give you props on that, man. I know we love seeing that with the kids, families fishing together and stuff, man. I want to give you props for that too, brother.
Thank you, brother. My wife and daughter love it. They understand I take people out. It's my little business. It makes money for both of us. And but anytime I got available, it's their time. We go out, and my daughter wants to catch a big catfish, and I think her PB is 26 pounds, and she's waiting for that big one.
Nice.
It's gonna happen.
When you asked me about a year ago about coming on the team, and I started following you closely, that's the first thing that I really saw is your family. I thought that's perfect, man.
We love it. We love it doing it together, and it's the best feeling out there. As a matter of fact, this Sunday we spent the whole day out there. We didn't catch any big fish. We caught some gar, small ones, a lot of eater catfish, but we had a blast. It was fun. We were together all day long. We stayed from sunrise to sunset, and we're out there, man. We had a blast.
I love seeing that. Yeah. That brings me joy.
And Greg, you're the same way, man. You do a lot of fishing and stuff like that. Tell us who you fish with a lot, man.
I fish with I fish with several people. Aaron Churchwell taught me a lot. Yeah. I've been doing this for going on five and a half years, and he's taught me a lot of tricks of the trade. And once he got through teaching me, he was like, "Hey, you're on your own." And,
yeah. It's a big, long learning experience, isn't it?
Yeah, I put his knowledge and my knowledge that I've learned myself together, and I just go out there and do it. I try to find structure, little creeks and where the water's coming in. I've hung a few good ones. I've lost a few this past couple of weeks, but a lot of great people in the fishing industry. A lot of good ones.
That's it. And just like both of you guys, I mean, y'all are putting a lot of time on the water. I mean, you're not just sitting around at the house. I mean, you're constantly on the water all the time. Yeah. I mean, what gives y'all guys the drive, man? What drives y'all all the time?
Man, to me, it's a form of meditation. Hooking the boat up, putting it on the water. It helps me relax. If it's windy, I don't care if it's windy. I'll find a spot where the wind's not blowing as bad. I'll stay out there, just like Ricky, from sun up to sun down, as long as it's not storming or really bad weather. But it's just being out there and relaxing and God's creation.
That's right.
Ricky,
hell, I'll be out there when it's storming. I bet you will too.
That's it. And Ricky, the same way for you, man. I see you're putting in a lot of time, brother. I mean, what's driving you? Is it trying to get the next PB? Is it just relaxing, or is it just
it's in my DNA, brother. I gotta be out there. Something drives me to go out there, and I guess it's that chase for that big fish. If I'm not doing anything here at the house, anything important, I'm gonna be out there. I'm gonna be out there trying to get that next big fish or put somebody on a big fish. And it's in my blood, man. My family, my grandfather was a guide back in his time, and it's just in me. I just love it. We're out there,
and we were all raised around fishing. We were balled up. My father fished, and every weekend that's what we done. And just like y'all were saying, it's just like that meditation, that form of meditation. Mm-hmm. You forget about everything else in the world, man. When you're out there, you're concentrating on fishing. You're enjoying, your family time, or you're enjoying the time with your friends that fish with you. It's just like you said. It's just getting away from the world, it's worth everything.
Yeah, once you get on that water, it's something else. It's a different feeling. Yeah.
So what do you love about catfishing? What are you trying to go out there and accomplish, Ricky?
100-pound fish.
What's that?
100-pound fish.
Trying to catch a giant. And so
that's what,
when you're a guide, when you take when you take people out fishing, what are you trying to give them?
PBs, man. Trying to catch trying to get them a PB, brother.
We're the same. We're the same.
I get the same. People tell me all the time, I don't know how you do it, man. And I'm like, well, how to do what? How do you let somebody else catch a fish and not you? Like, I get this. It's the same feeling for me if somebody catches it and I catch it. I just so
I love hearing that, because that's the exact conversation I have constantly on our boat.
As long as, I love putting people on fish, and I get the same satisfaction, brother.
Yeah, when I fish with new guys, one of the first things after we introduce is, what's your PB?
Yeah.
And if it's manageable, I tell them we're getting that today.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try my best to get it.
I just want to, I just enjoy sharing my knowledge, with the younger generation, and because this younger generation, we're gonna be sitting on the grandstands one day watching these young kids. We got to teach them everything we know.
That's it, man. You're 100% right. What I love seeing, man, is y'all guys' drive. I mean, you're working on your boats, Greg. I mean, I've been seeing some good-looking pictures, man, for what you've been doing to the boat. Ricky, for everything like you're doing, man, your setups, everything, both of you. I mean, y'all guys are putting in definitely the time for it. And I know your PBs and stuff, drives y'all a lot. And, Greg, I know you're proud of your boat, man. I mean, everything you've done to it, you've come a long ways with that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I didn't do a lot to it. The only thing I had to do was move all of my stuff off the old boat onto the new one. Basically, the hard work was getting all the pinstripes off, redoing the trailer, getting it water ready, and, waiting on the live well.
Did you get one of those magic wheels?
I tried one of those, and I won't use it again. Heat gun.
Well, that's what I did. I figured out, okay, but I got that magic eraser wheel, hit it with the heat gun. I had that whole thing. I had spent half a day trying to get about a quarter of it off. I'm like, there's got to be a better way.
Shoot, I spent probably a day and a half just getting one side off. And it was on there. I did it. I started watching YouTube videos, and it's like, get the 3M magic wheel and a heat gun. I ordered that stuff up. I had the whole boat done in 15 minutes. I'm like, golly. I wasted half a day and a lot of freaking elbow grease. But if you notice, all the these catfish boats, every catfish boat has got a different theme, a different color. Your rod holders are going to match your rods. I mean,
that's it.
I decided to go with all black.
Yeah, everything's got to match.
That's it. I was about to say, Ricky, a lot of your stuff matches up, doesn't it, brother?
Even my little bracelet my daughter made.
Oh, nice, man. Nice.
Yeah.
And your wife, I mean, she loves to fish just as much as you do, man. And like we were talking about earlier, with your kids and your wife and stuff, man. Like I said, it's an enjoyment. Like myself and Rebecca, we love to fish together a lot. And when she's not there, it's like one thing is missing, So I know, like I said, man, you've got a good-looking setup boat and all. And, Greg, your boat is looking nice too, man. Really good-looking. And y'all guys can tell y'all put a lot of work in on them.
We just got that new boat.
We just
got that boat a couple of months ago. Yeah, so it's fairly new. I already put like a 8-inch scratch on the side of it, but that's a battle scar, I guess.
That's the way I look at it. Guys like, man,
a catfish boat is not a pleasure boat. It is a working boat.
It's a tool.
Out of the year.
It's a tool, and every one of those battle scars, my buddy's like, who's fishing with me, he's like, "Man, you took that well." I'm like,
Well,
Now,
what can I
now,
do, right?
now, Ricky,
He's a
let me ask you
character.
this: do you wash your boat after every trip, or when you let it get slimed up, or you pretty well at that point where you're like, it'll be all right?
I try to rinse it down every trip, but wash it, no, it's something. It's too hard, man. It's too much to keep up with it, and that slime just doesn't come off, man. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a character.
I wash mine after every trip.
I
I can
try.
I can tell you, I don't think I've washed mine but one time the whole season.
Oh man,
I
that
try to
thing's
wash.
turned black.
I try to wash it at least once a week. A good wash.
I've always said, well, the rain's gonna wash it and clean it up for me, and we'll just keep on trucking the next day.
I will say this though, you got to keep your live well clean.
Oh yeah.
That part.
That is a key. If you don't keep your live well clean, if you put shad or your
Yep.
live brim in there, if
I'll
you don't
die.
keep that clean, and then you put catfish in there, it will hurt the catfish.
But you know, Greg, I was doing that, washing that out. Now that is one thing I was washing out every trip, and I still do it even though I got a bait tank. That is something when you open that lid, I don't know what it is, man. You know, there's certain things you can do to help with the smell and stuff. I let it air out and everything, man.
Gotta look good, Corey. Gotta look good, buddy.
Hey, at least we got to show up at tournaments. At least we got to look like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's it. That's for sure. Let's see here.
Dan Weldon says, "So, Ricky, are you running the Patriot rods?"
No, I'm not. I should have, but I bought the gold retros and the blue ghost Mad Cats.
Yeah,
gold retros. Okay, I had some of those. I gave those away at a youth fishing tournament I used to host.
Okay.
I need to start putting that on again.
So no, I'm actually debating whether to buy some medium light action rods for smaller channel catfishing during summertime. So that's my next purchase, I guess. I already have like 20 some Mad Cat rods, and I just started using them.
Jamie Doug said, "Come wash his boat." Show me the money.
That's it, man.
Man, I've been fishing up in that dirty Red River, boy. My boat is filthy, and it was a lot of that protein foam floating on the lake.
Yeah,
man, it's like glue on the side of your boat.
When I got back from fishing on the Chattahoochee, it was bad.
Yeah, we were in that muddy water this past weekend for a tournament, and I tell you, man, that muddy water, it even though my boat's camouflaged, you can see the stain line right down the side of it. It's something. Yes, Chuck, the G juice for the summertime, man, that is something that I will be using for my bait tank. So for sure.
The G juice, that's the stuff right there.
Yep.
I usually start using the G juice around July, and I've got to hook my oxygen tank and all back up. Oxygen and G juice in the hottest part of the summer.
That's it. I've been using the extreme oxygen box, and that's been real good. When I had my live well, I didn't have the new bait tank, and now I've got the new bait tank. It seems to be working real well. Yep.
Guys are saying pollen's bad in their areas.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We had some weird like pea soup green stuff at the lake today. I don't know if it's fertilizer runoff or just a huge algae bloom. Crazy going up shallow today. It's like saw a bunch of dead catfish floating. I'm like, man, that ain't good.
Yeah. Yep. The pollen has been super, super rough around. I know South Carolina, North Carolina this year. It has been bad.
Well, luckily my allergies have not bothered me yet this year, so I'm very fortunate.
It kicked mine and Rebecca's behind this year.
Yeah, my wife's getting destroyed.
Oh man, that's some bad stuff.
I don't have allergies, so I'm good.
You know, when you know,
I don't know what y'all are talking about.
You know,
I'm the same
you
way.
know
I don't get allergies.
the pollen is bad when you go out on the boat at night and you flip your lights on and you can just see yellow snow coming down.
Oof.
That's it. That's it. And Ricky, what's your daughter's PB? What is it now?
My what?
What's your wife and your daughter and their PB?
My wife actually PB's a 63-pound catfish.
Nice.
However, that would have been the lake record at the time. That was maybe about 4 years ago. But we had no certified scale on the boat or anybody in town. So we didn't want to kill that fish, so we had to release it.
Man,
So
I give you props on that.
We put it back. We got video, and we weighed it 63 pounds, and we put it back in the water. We didn't waste any time. It swam away, and but she would have been holding the lake record for a few years now.
Nice.
But it just, we both decided to let it go. We didn't want to kill it. It was too big.
Do y'all now have somewhere that you can go and weigh your fishes now like that?
I'm a certified scale now, so I got my scale certified. So I have it on my boat. Yes, sir. My daughter, what's your PB? What's your personal best? 23 pounds. My daughter's PB is 23 pounds.
Nice, man. Congratulations to all of them.
Heck yeah.
That's awesome. That really is.
Yes.
That's going to go up pretty much every year, Ricky. That's what's cool about taking kids fishing.
It's going to go up, brother. I know it.
That's it. Now, do y'all do any flathead fishing down there? Do y'all have any flatheads towards that area?
I do not do any flathead fishing. I just catch blues, man. And there is some flathead, but there's very, very little. Nobody catches them around here. They do upriver, but the river's too shallow, and there's some dangerous spots up there. I won't put my boat in there. I won't put my boat in there. It's not safe to be out there on my boat.
Greg, how about you, brother? Do y'all have I know y'all probably have a lot of flatheads in your area.
Yeah, there's a lot of flatheads. The flatheads have woke up. I've noticed a lot of the guides on Gunnersville.
They catch some giants out of there.
Oh yeah, they wearing them out. JR, JR runs a guide service. Josh Brown, and you see flatheads that their clients are catching all the time. I mean, they're on fire right now. So I'm ready to get these two events over with and get the boat in the water. And that's what I'm after, my PB on my flathead this year.
I know we're getting ready to start cranking up on the flatheads here real soon. Myself and Rebecca, we're gonna start. Like I said, so they're starting to come out more and more, and we're starting to see some updates on them. So we're getting ready to definitely start cranking up on them bad boys.
Well, y'all need to make a trip up here to Gunnersville and see if we can't make it happen.
Heck yeah, man!
I need to do that. I've yet to catch a flathead.
They're a lot of fun. Rebecca loves the flatheads. I love the blues, but I love catching both of them, of course. But when I watch Rebecca hook into these flatheads, man, it's a little bit different fight than what it is with the blues. It really is.
Oh, Ricky, come on down to Gunnersville, Alabama, and I'm sure you can catch a flathead.
So we'll make plans, brother. I need to catch a flathead.
Brandon Ladd said, Greg, we can go Sunday if you want. I'll stay and fish Gunnerville.
Brandon, are you coming to the Sea Arc tournament?
Yeah, I believe him and his brother are coming on different boats.
Yeah, we'll talk about it this weekend. I have no plans. Let's go.
Man, I can't believe we're missing that one this year. We were wanting to be there, but we've got so much going on right now. We couldn't really make it right now. And next year, we're definitely planning on being there.
So, guys that don't know, Jamie, tell them what's going on over there in Carolinaville.
Man, what ain't going on? Let's just start there. Man, as you can see, we just got in some new jerseys for the customers and stuff. These things, I can tell you, man, they're very nice jerseys. We've worked hard on, or I should say, Rebecca worked hard on the logos, man. They look good, and they are now on the website, ready to go. We had 50 as of last night. Today, we've already, had over 20 of them already now out the door. We got more on the way.
They look good.
I got the blue. She's got the purple, and we're going to have orange coming too. And we're going to have sizes on the next order that should be here within 2 weeks, from 5X all the way back down to smalls. So we're getting them in. We got a lot going on there. As everybody knows, we just invested into an industrial size decal machine. We have opened that up as of today to start taking custom orders on custom decals. And of course, we do all the, yep. Those right there will be coming very soon. So y'all stay in touch. That will be coming, where you can also get your 40-pound, 50-pound club stickers. And those are coming very soon. And we got a lot of new decals. We're releasing them. As of today, we released some of the new ones. Lots more coming.
Hey, I need a custom 77-pound.
There you go. Yep. So those are coming soon. We're, like I said, we're breaking everything in.
Greg,
So
he's in the 70-pound club.
That's it.
That's what I need.
I got a couple of people into the 80-pound club last week.
We can't wait, man. We're busting our butts. I know Rebecca, she was up to about 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning, right back up at 5 o'clock this morning, hard at it. I can tell you guys, we had 2,800 rattles that came in 2 weeks ago. We got 900 more in today, and we have probably within the last 3 weeks sold over 1,000 rattles.
That's good.
Richard Green said he needs the hat to match his shirt. I know a guy. He's right.
That's it. Rebecca can definitely embroider you whatever you want. We got lots of hats, lots of new shirts, all kinds of cool things happening. So we just released the Jesse James Outlaw Rigs version 1. 2.0 was released. I can tell you guys, they are back in stock. We have overwhelming success. Everybody loves those rigs. They are all back in stock right now. So we made another 100 of those up, and they're on the website. So just want to let everybody know those are back in stock.
We've been getting a lot of people's PBs on that rig.
Yep. And probably within the next week or so, we will be releasing the new flathead rig also. So we will have those.
Them rattles fixed to land a Wheeler Monster this weekend. Woo!
Yeah, I can tell you, them guys, the rattles that we make, the Shockwave, the Carolina Twisters, and the Stunners, they have been just flying out the door. We're getting a lot of people telling us how much they really love our rattles, how they spin, they float. I mean, a lot of good feedback, man, we're seeing from all the rattles.
Jamie, Richard Green says, will all this include socks to match?
Who knows, man? We're even talking about bathing suits and underwear.
There you go.
Hey, bathing suits.
Hey, go big or go home, baby.
That's right. We have been asked about socks. We have been asked about sweatpants. So pretty soon we will probably have everything you need.
Bathing suit is okay, but underwear out the door.
We want to give everybody what the customers want. So whatever y'all guys ask for, we definitely try to get it. That's for sure.
Chuck says he's got a unique tournament for us. Triple flat blue and channel to win it.
Nice.
That's pretty interesting. I like these gimmicky type tournaments. I like the Wheel of Fortune type stuff too. I think those are cool. Spin that thing, it says no graph, no trolling motor, no anchor. I think that's cool. Brandon says, I need some leggings.
Man, I think there was one pair at CatCon actually was sold and gone. Oh, man. It's amazing, man. Everybody, like I said, everybody found out, we've got the bait towels. Now we got the decals. We do the shirts. We embroider the hats. I mean, you can get it all right here, man. So if you've got
cool, you can also do, guys that have a bunch of sponsors want to put their sponsor logo on the boat. Yeah. And a lot of the sponsors, they got like a decal that's this big. Well, most guys that want to rep the sponsor want one that's more like this big. It'd be nice to have an 11-inch, 12-inch decal to stick on there.
That's it. So as of today, we opened that up to the public. And so if y'all guys need anything, y'all just let us know.
People like Ricky's got a guide service, maybe he wants guide service decals, or guys that got, TikToks and YouTube channels. I think it's cool that y'all got that. Possibilities are endless with what y'all are going to do with those decals, I think.
Jamie knows all about the TikTok.
Yeah, we've been having some terrific shows on the TikTok side. We had a lot of support over there, myself and Rebecca. I mean, it's been a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody on that side of things. They've been giving us a lot of love. They really have a lot of fun with us. So definitely check us out.
Guys that want to go get a decal, how do they get a hold of you, Jamie?
All they got to do, brother, is go and shoot us a message, or they can go to www.carolinalakeweights.com, check out the decals we have over there. But if they need a custom decal, just shoot us a message and we'll get right with you.
This guy right here needs to get his boat decaled up.
There you go.
Brandon, you need leggings. Jamie, what kind of little special you gonna get going on for the show tonight?
Man, I tell you, Rebecca, she's working on all kinds of stuff. She's, matter of fact, she's packing more jerseys right now, getting ready to go out to some of the customers. So, I mean, definitely, if you haven't grabbed them, I can tell you, don't wait around because they are going out fast. And I can tell you, man, these things are legit. The zippers hid. I mean, they feel good. They're not hot. I mean, if you haven't grabbed them, grab them up.
These are, man. They feel good.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, the back has got some real. Y'all seen the pictures, so the back looks real good on these things. And man,
I like the blue color. I like the blue one. I like the blue one.
Yep, and the purple one too, man. Up under the light, that thing shines. I mean, it has a reflected shine to it. I mean, it looks good, just like the blue one. I'm anxious. I can't wait to see the new. Nobody knows it, but the orange is coming. So we're going to have orange, and who knows what on the next orders we might have. So I'm pretty sure we're going to have all kinds of different colors. But if you haven't got them, you better grab them.
They're going to go fast.
And I can tell you the price on them are real good. Real good prices on them. I can tell you, you're not going to pay $50. You're going to pay under $50 for them.
Good.
I'm excited for those Carolina Lakeweights. It's all top for those guard leaders, but it's usually very reasonably priced. All the dealers that I've hooked up, they're like, man, these things are a lot cheaper than the other guy I'm dealing with. I'm like, yeah. You actually make a little something, and your customer doesn't feel like he's getting ripped off. So
that's it.
And guys, check. It don't matter who you fish for, what company, or what kind of tackle you use. Take care of your small family-owned businesses and steer away from the big corporate businesses. stay local, and it'll get done a lot better.
That's it. That's
Hear
it.
ya. Yeah.
That's it. And like you said, Ricky, we are working on those the rigs that we showed earlier, just a little sneak peek. We're working on those. I'm going to be sending some of those out and see what goes on from there. So we're excited about getting to that also.
Good.
Cannot
Good.
wait.
Jeff, our last drag, we're when I'm up there, I'm looking for 60-pound plus class fish. We didn't catch one, so it sucked. We caught fish. I'll say that.
Man.
We did not catch the fish that I was looking for.
That's why they call it fishing, Chris.
That's right.
It is. I put high expectations on myself, so I did not meet those. I did not come close.
It's okay if it happens once every 100 trips, buddy.
That's right.
Yeah, we've been smashing good fish every trip for. I mean, I don't know. We didn't have a real bad. Yeah, we marked a bunch of good fish, Justin. We had one giant on that come unbuttoned. Our fish were mostly skin hooked today. I mean, we caught close to 20, and I'd say out of 20, 15 of them were skin hooked. They were smoking. The little ones were smoking them. I don't know. The big fish didn't want to play. We were there. We were amongst them. They just didn't want to bite. I don't know why it's like that. On our days, usually we catching big fish in the big fish season, and it's very few little fish when we're targeting big fish. But if you're going to have a bad day, it's usually all little fish. And we moved all around looking, and we found fish everywhere we looked. I mean, every place I stopped on, we found good fish. The good ones weren't biting, Everything was under 20 pounds.
Brandon, once we get those up and running, brother, we will definitely, get some out there for sure on the flathead rigs.
Yeah, Justin, the small fish were smoking it. You would never know what you had on until you saw the fish. It was crazy. The planer boards were taking off across the water, and it'd be like a 12-pounder. I'm like, holy crap. Normally when the planer board goes taking off, like, and the rod just slams over, it's pretty good fish,
So talking about, flathead fishing, Chris, what is your go-to choice on line, braid or mono?
For what?
For flathead fishing. Yeah,
flathead fishing. All my flathead rods are braid.
Or braid? Okay.
Braid.
Jamie, what about you?
We fish heavy structure or heavy cover, not structure.
Honestly, man, I use a lot of mono. I'm gonna be honest with you. I use a lot of mono. The braid I have in the past, I had certain rods set up for heavy structure, like Chris was saying. But I'm mostly mono, but I do have some braid, depending on if I'm going.
I'll tell you the reason why I did that is most of the time we're fishing, like when we do fish for them, it's heavy cover.
Yeah. So
big log jams and laydowns and stuff like that. And I don't flathead fish all the time. I mean, it's just certain times a year. And so I don't want to have to replace my flathead rods with mono with as little as I use them. So I can go years using braid, where mono has to be replaced 2 times a year.
Right.
Doesn't matter if you use it or not. It goes bad sitting out in the shop in Texas. It's 100 degrees out there. So that's the main reason I switched, because my mono got brittle, and it's like, man, I don't flathead fish all that often, but now I got to go re-spool everything before I go. So I don't really like braid, but on the flathead rods, I keep braid.
Yeah. Ricky, what kind of line are you using when you're fishing for blues?
I'm all braid, brother. I'm all braid and then mono leaders. I've been using braid for 10 years, man. I got no issue with it. We got a lot of structure down there, a lot of hardwood. That's what is everywhere in this lake, and I prefer braid.
I guess I'm the only mono guy here.
I use mono for blues.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm using 40-pound mono with an 80-pound leader.
Yeah.
And I'm using the saltwater leaders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I use 30-pound structure cat from Mad Cats for my main line. I use 80-pound either Andy structure cat or I used a roll of high seas last time. It was good too.
Andy's got some good line out.
Yeah. Craig, I've got 3 rods I use that has braid on it, and that's the only 3. That's just because when I'm fishing certain structures, I mean, I'm just sitting on top of it and dead in it.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 rods just for that, and that's the only 3 I have because I'm gonna be honest with you, I love my mono, but
I prefer mono.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
But I used to use my rods for everything, but over time, it's like I got anchor rods for blue catting, I got anchor rods for flatheads, and I got dragging rods for blues, and I drag 95% of the time. So
I'm getting pretty good at the whole dragging. I just got signed on right before Christmas last year with alpha boards, and man, those alpha boards, they're versatile. Those are some good boards.
Yeah. And the thing is too, Ricky, you said you have a lot of wood, a lot of structural. I've seen some of the pictures. You've got a lot that sticks up out the water and stuff too, don't you?
Yeah, and we got hardwood down in 20 feet in some spots, bro. It's and big trees under there at 20 feet, at 21 feet of water. So it's all hardwood, and there's some areas with a lot of rock, but where I fish mostly is hardwood.
How do you attack that hardwood? What's your attack? What's your game plan?
I anchor on points with hardwood, and I pull them out of the hardwood, man. They big fish are holding next to the hardwoods. Yeah. And that's why I've caught most of the big fish.
Nice. Yeah. And Greg, you pretty well the same way, man.
Yeah, pretty much. I make sure when I go out, fishing structure, I make sure I take all of my bag of leaders, because you're gonna get hung up in structure one way or another. So I make sure I have plenty of extra leaders. But yeah, I like fishing structure.
Yeah.
If you're on structure, you're on fish.
Yeah, and if you're not getting hung up, you ain't in the right spot.
You ain't catching us.
And Chris, I know you like pretty much dragging over top of barbed wire fences, cars and trucks.
I head into the nastiest stuff. I know you get nervous watching.
Greg, Ricky, I don't know. We were watching Chris on I believe you were doing an online tournament that day, Chris.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all guys saw it. Chris was dragging right over the top of submerged fences. And you see the rods just back there going down, and all of a sudden they started popping up. And I'm like,
I had every rod, 10 rods buried at the same time.
So we're all talking about structure and stuff. I had to bring even fences.
It wasn't 15 minutes before that. I said, my buddy said there's a barbed wire fence out here somewhere. I found it.
Got it.
So y'all guys know
it
doesn't matter. We're going to fish whatever it takes to catch the fish.
Now, I keep 150, 200 leaders made up on my boat at all times. I don't play no games.
Yeah, that happens over here, but with gill nets.
Yeah.
We all of a sudden get hung up on when we're dragging. We get caught up on gill nets.
And, do y'all have a lot of those down in your lake, Ricky?
Oh yeah, a lot. Wow. Game wardens are always catching this on our side. They're always getting them. Yeah.
And Chris, I know you talk a lot about people with the jugs and stuff. Do y'all have the same problem in both, Greg, in your area and in Ricky's area with the jugs?
Yeah, I've noticed a lot of folks over there by the Gunnersville Dam on the Wheeler side. they're always putting jugs everywhere.
And I hate jugs.
Yeah, I mean, when you can't even pass through with your boat because you got to dip and dive through all the jugs, I mean, that's ridiculous.
I agree. But you know what? I'm dragging through them, and whatever gets hung up is getting pocket knifed. I cut them. But I've asked my game warden my game warden cousin. He's like, you get hung on them. It's like getting hung on anything. You cut it.
Yeah.
You know, they don't own the lake, and who are they to string up something across a whole inlet where no one is allowed to fish?
Do y'all have any issues when you're dragging some of these other like pleasure boaters, bass boaters getting too close to your planer boards where they're going to spool up?
Chris,
I believe cut through me on a live, and I came unglued because my son
I was about to say, I believe I saw Chris, man, one go right through, and
I was telling that guy, come over here, right? Because I'm about to board your shit, buddy.
Man,
because I had my son, and I knew they were drunk. You know, I was like, if it was just me, I'd have been all right with it. But I was like, this guy's freaking gonna kill somebody out here.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the only time I've come unglued like that in the last 15 years on the lake. You know, when I was a younger man, the old boat ramp beatdown was a legitimate thing that happened. It's a different day and age we live in. You know, you can't do all that anymore. But this guy, he really infuriated me because he was right, and he was circling the boat and flipping us off, and I'm like, what is this guy doing? All my rides were just,
especially in the summertime, the jet skis have no respect for people.
I think that's not respect. I think they're just ignorant.
Yeah.
They just don't know better, and a lot of them are drunk.
Yeah,
that's right.
They've been drinking. It's like, let's go to the lake and drink more than we have in 20 years.
Chris, Jeff was asking, Martin was asking a question. I didn't know if you wanted to post it. I know we were talking about flathead fishing earlier.
I didn't see it.
If you guys are flathead fishing a huge log jam that extends above water and there is current, do you lay your baits ahead of the log jam or throw into it? Greg, I'm gonna leave you with this one right here, brother.
I'll throw into it. Go big or go home.
Yeah,
you better keep your finger on the trigger on that rod, because if it runs at all, it's over.
Yeah,
I know myself. I love throwing back into the log jams, and I also will set up on top of the log jam if it's submerged and suspend fish directly into it also. So
if there's a little current flowing into it, you can throw it right on the edge and bump it into it, and then
that's it. And that's one thing with the new flathead rig I'm working on, that I'm doing it for a purpose on how the brim reacts certain ways. I want it to be as natural as it can be without any hesitation or anything. I want that brim to be just as like it was if it wasn't hooked to a hook. So that's one thing we've been testing now a lot. But that's a good question, man. Hey. And let's see here. Yeah, the bass guys, man. Nothing against the bass guys. I will say we've had a lot of run-ins. Anytime you're pulling 8 to 10 boards at a time, there's a catfish tournament and a bass tournament. There's bound to be a lot of issues. I'm not going to lie. It's happened to us a lot. I've seen a lot of, let's just say, lower units burned up with line.
Yeah, people that were watching me on that live said, man, you open when someone does that, just open your bail and let them suck all that line up into their motor.
That's what I was about to say,
it burns the steels out, and the lower unit drops all the oil out, all the fluid out of it, and they blow their lower unit.
That's what I was just about to say, Chris. If one of them comes by and hits my line, I'm flipping it, and they can take all my line. I'll go back home and I'll go ahead and respool one of my reels, and you're gonna be taking yours.
I didn't even have time to think when he came through. I'm like, is this guy gonna hit us? And at the last minute, he turned and just went behind the boat and cut through every one of my lines. Just
Man.
It'll take
Rick-
us 20. It'll
I
take
was
us
like,
20.
what? I didn't even.
20 minutes. We can reel up put some more line on. They taking theirs to the shop with a couple of $1,000.
Ricky, do you have any of these problems down in your area, man?
I had a very similar problem, issue like Chris did one time, but fortunately nothing happened. He didn't get my line, but he was very close, and I had my wife and a couple of friends with me. But it happens. It happens over here too. They're everywhere, bro. These guys are everywhere.
There's not much that really gets me, except for people that are unsafe, especially around kids. And I mean, I'll admit I didn't handle it well. I wasn't proud of myself, especially since there was like 40 people watching. And I was like, I'm sorry, guys. That right there, just there's no excuse.
I did. I knew it was gonna happen beforehand, and I recorded the guy, and I gave it to the game wardens. I gave it to the game wardens because like you said, Chris, if he done it to me myself, I'm all right with it. I can take care of myself. But when it comes to my family and friends, that changes.
Yeah, because Ricky, I could jump off the boat if he hits me, but my 7-year-old can't. He's like just gonna get ran over. So I knew they were drinking because it was like 4th of July weekend, and it was 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, man, I probably should be off the lake.
Look what just came in. They just rang the doorbell right now.
Special delivery.
But it's just wild at not the respect anymore that's on the rivers. There's no respect. I don't know if it's the way the generations now is starting to happen. It's just weird to me that I slow down for even a guy catching bait on the side of the river. I'm gonna slow down for you. Yeah. I get rocked so much because nobody slows down for us, and to me that's just so much respect lost anymore, and it seems like it gets worse and worse and worse.
I wouldn't do it to anybody.
Common sense is no longer common.
Yeah, but it happens.
That's it. It is, and it's just ridiculous anymore at the non-respect that people give on the rivers or the lakes anymore.
Every time I pass a boater, I always try to give the little wave, friendly boater. And, if I see somebody on the water that needs help, I'm going to help them.
That's right. The best way to be, because you never know when it's going to be you out there needing that help.
I will not go to a weigh-in. I'll get disqualified for not weighing in on time just to help my fellow angler out.
That's it, man. Don't never leave nobody out there, man, because you don't know what the weather might kick up. Something happens. I mean, no matter what, if you know somebody's in trouble, definitely give them a hand, man.
And fishing on the Tennessee River, on Gunnersville, Wheeler, Pickwick, Wilson, Nickajack, the weather can change at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
It can be pretty sunshiny, calm outside to 50-mile-an-hour wind, rain, and hail.
That's it.
I hear Texas and Alabama have very similar weather.
Yeah. Hey, we get all the seasons in 1 week.
Over here, something happens to you out in the middle of this lake, bro. There's nothing. It'll be an hour or two before somebody comes helps you. There's nothing. There's no houses. It's all ranch land. It's all brush. There's no highways close to the bank. There's nothing. It's just you by yourself out there. Something goes wrong, you're gonna get. It's gonna take about an hour and a half to get somebody goes over there and helps you.
And I've learned over the years as an angler, I always tell at least 1 or 2 people where you are going and what area you're going to be in, because if something happens, somebody's going to know where you're at.
That's it. That's a very good thing, man, to practice for sure. That's
I've taken the boat out a few times. My fiance, she's out of town visiting family in PA. I let her know when I'm going out on the water, and I tell her exactly where I'm going to go. and I tell at least one other person, because if something happens, they're going to find me regardless.
That's it. Richard, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you, my friend. Yes. There you go. Heck yeah. Well, man, got him some shirt and a hat coming his way. But you know, I can base my weather almost when I talk with Chris. I can almost tell you what our weather is going to be within a day or two. Because
yeah, it's crazy. He's like, I'm fishing Friday or Saturday. I'm like, well, call me on Thursday and I'll tell you what your weather's going to be like Saturday.
I can tell you what the weather's going to be in Decatur this weekend. It's going to be stormy.
Check it out,
They're
guys.
already saying they hope they push the tournament to Friday.
Is that the Man of Steel?
Yep.
Yep.
Looks good. Whose rod is that?
That's my rod.
That looks good.
I don't know, Ricky. You might have to fight for that one. I see them back there looking at it pretty hard.
Yeah.
But
George
yeah,
Bell says, who's that dude on the bottom left? Does he even fish anymore? Man, he's just the guy who puts boats together now.
Bobby don't fish anymore. He needs to come on down here so we can go fishing.
There you go.
Danimal, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's up, my friend?
Fish season. The party's over pretty much. So. I was trying to get through and see if we missed anything in comments. And I think we can have Chris, you know, with all the flathead talk and different stuff. I know we had one before on hitting some of the blues in certain ways and flatheads.
Yeah.
It looks like we can almost have another cool show about that fishing structure and all kinds of stuff.
Brandon on for fishing structure show.
Yeah. Yes. It seems like
we need to have a show on fishing in shallow water. Ask Aaron Churchwell about that.
Real quick, guys.
Yeah, we nailed a couple of 80s last time up shallow. It was awesome.
Hey,
that looks good, Ricky. Looks real good, man.
This is my daughter.
Nice.
She wanted to show it.
That looks good. Beautiful. There you go. She's gonna catch 100-pounder with it.
I hope so one day. Yeah.
That's it, man. That's it.
Jeff, guys ain't using sinker slides for anchor and structure. It's a three-way rig, three-way swivel.
Yeah, I do not use those.
That's for dragging.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man.
Any other questions, folks?
Ricky, do you want to fill us in on all where people can get a hold of you? How can they get a hold of you, brother?
Facebook. I'm all over Facebook. That's our main advertising on some Facebook. We have. Let me see a card, baby. Lone Star Fishing Guide on Facebook, and that's mainly our advertising. Let me see. Was that the same thing? Yeah.
Lone Star Fishing Falcon.
And Lone Star Fishing Falcon.com is the website, but you can get us on Facebook. That's the easiest way. Yeah.
Nice. Greg.
We have two boats currently working. Is myself and Cecilio Hinojosa. He's my other captain. We both work together. He's a real good captain. He's catching a lot of good fish too. So we can accommodate two groups, and we do catch and release trophy fish. Nothing. We keep everything CPR, bro. We don't keep any big fish. We're very good on that and very big on that. And we do keep fish, but all eaters, brother. All eaters
Well, Ricky, I wanna come over there to Texas and hook into one of those big alligator gar.
Bring it over, brother. We'll get it. We'll get it in June, July, August. Good times.
Nice.
So, Greg, you got any sponsors you want to mention? I know you do.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to, of course, Smackdown Catfishing for, making a great rod holder, great products. Want to give Mr. Charles with Meat Hunter Rods a shout out for just an awesome rod. They've got all different models, whatever you need for any type of fishing. Great product. River Rats Reel Repair, Alpha Boards, Carolina Lake Weights, Monster Catfishing, Terminal Tackle, Elite Glow out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. The list goes on. I just want
Elite
to thank
Glow,
all.
are they boat lights?
Yeah, they got boat lights, ATV, truck lights, whatever you
Okay.
want. But yeah, I just want to give all my sponsors, thank y'all for everything you do and making some amazing products. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for y'all.
Well, I
We
want to
wouldn't
give a
even
shout
have
out.
this show if it wasn't for Carolina Lake Weights.
Hey, I just happened to be at the right place at the right time, and that was right down the road from the house.
I myself, I want to give y'all two guys also a lot of props, man. Ricky, you and Greg, man, y'all do a lot of cool stuff. I mean, y'all practice CPR. You're family oriented. Everything y'all do, y'all give back to everybody. I mean, we love that here at Carolina Lake Weights. For what you do for not only your customers, for the people you fish with, but for the catfish, you take care of the big ones. We want to give y'all guys props for everything y'all do. Y'all make us look good, and I want to say thank you. I mean, for sure. And Chris, brother, you always make it look good. You catch a lot of big fish for everything you do for us here at Carolina Lake Weights. All y'all of our brothers, and we thank y'all so much, man.
Yeah, I'd like to say Ricky's been a great teammate. Greg, I know, is going to make a great teammate. He's pretty new to the family. Jamie, you're my brother at this point, so
Well,
you're stuck with me regardless of what happens.
Hey,
the family's growing. We're always growing, and we don't believe in getting stale. We believe in always pushing forward, putting your best foot forward, and that's what we're going to continue doing here at Carolina Lake Weights. We're going to do the best we can do. Myself, Rebecca, our whole team, all you guys, for everything. So we got a lot of cool things happening right now at CLW, and a lot more cool things going to be happening. So we can't wait for the future.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. One big happy family.
That's it.
Yeah.
And,
yeah. We got a great team. Awesome products we get to rep. Appreciate everything you do for us, Jamie. Yep. Rebecca, she's been hiding in the damn cave for the last.
Rebecca,
let her out of the Carolina Lake Weights cave sometime.
Man, that girl, like I said earlier, I was telling y'all backstage before we come on. She was up late into the morning, back up at 5 o'clock this morning. She loves taking care of all of our family, all of our customers. That's her priority, is putting the best products out there that she can put out there. And our customers, man, we thank them so much because they drive us to do better every day. And Rebecca, I'm gonna tell you, that's a workhorse. She's gonna continue doing what she can do to turn things, better and better.
I agree. She's the muscle.
Yes, it would. Carolina Lake Weights would not be anything without her, and especially our other business, our Carolina Custom Apparel and Embroidery. That's another business that she just, man, everything she does, man, is just top notch.
I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud to be part of it. So thanks for letting me be part of it, man. I love that I got to get in at the very beginning. It's crazy how far Carolina Lake Weights has come, man. I'm super proud of both you and Rebecca. So
well, it's just the beginning, y'all. So y'all hang on. It's gonna get wild, and it's gonna get a lot more stuff.
Ricky and Greg, y'all are welcome back anytime. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, guys.
Guys, thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all.
Well, for those that joined us tonight, appreciate everybody that stopped in and spent some time with us. Go over to Ricky's guide service. It's Lone Star Fishing Guide Lake Falcon.
Yes, sir.
Greg Mays, where do we find you, buddy?
Yeah, you can check me out on Facebook, Greg Mays on Facebook, and also you'll see the link for TikTok also.
You can find Ricky Garza on Facebook. You can find Carolina Lake Weights and Jamie Dunn on Facebook. Carolina
TikTok.
Lake Weights is on TikTok.
And if
It's also on YouTube.
And
We're on YouTube, TikTok, of course, right here every Wednesday night. So we're everywhere.
And if anybody sees us out on the water, like Stacy Gasson said, don't be afraid to come up and say hey to us. You know, you ain't gonna bother us.
That's for sure. Anybody ever got any questions, you can hit me up. If I don't know the answer, I got just a gang of good guys on our squad. They're all usually willing to help. They'll give you open book information on, if they're able. And if not, we'll find somebody who is. So
I'll give you some lead or a bag of hooks if you need it.
yeah.
We're willing to help as well over here, dude. Anything y'all need, and anybody has any questions, find me up.
All right, guys. Tight lines. God bless.
God bless. See
Rule
y'all.
out.
Later, brothers.
Later.